Alright, so I originally had a script for this, and I'm going to follow it, but I'm gonna go off script for a lot of this. Origins just got beat in like 35 and a half minutes, and that's fucking insane. I've come to realize that talking about these runs today, it's not really gonna have as much weight as I thought it would. But that being said,
no way. No way. You've seen it here, folks. Oh, fuck. It doesn't matter. I'm like fucking 1,000 likes.
Call of Duty World at War was released in November of 2008, and with it brought the nightmare-inducing Nazi Zombies game mode, utilizing the already made AI system by putting you, the player, into a literal cage while the AI tries to move to your position and click on you. That was the entire bit. That's all Zombies was. Okay, it's more to it than that. The first map to be introduced was Nacht Der Untoten. This map plays like a slow burn. It's not something you hop into right away and go nuts, but instead it swells up on you. It could take a minute or two for the zombies to finally get to the windows and break in. Combine that with zero perks, limited weapon access, and no pack-a-punch, this map was hard to speedrun. That one fact was the only thing consistent through the 3 games it was included in, being World at War, Black Ops 1, and Black Ops 3. Something worth looking into is the Easter eggs scattered across the Zombies maps, my favorite of all being the music Easter eggs. Now, it's important to note that now when you say a Call of Duty Zombies Easter egg, it means so much more than saying the Easter egg back in like, I don't know, 2014. Like it's completely fucking different. In fact, how easy it was to get these Easter eggs to start was one of the reasons why I started speedrunning in the first place. In World at War, when Nacht was the only map available, there was no music for zombies. There was a radio that played the rest of the game's soundtrack, but it wasn't until Verrucht that they added its own song. The way you activate it in Nacht is by simply damaging the radio. However, it's locked behind a door that costs $1,000. Alright, get $500, open the door, land a shot. However, Black Ops 1 brought back all of the World at War maps and with it a few changes to modernize it. Obviously, Mule Kick was added eventually, but also the music Easter egg was changed. Here's where I'll introduce the barrels. These guys are a common staple in the FPS genre. You know what they do and how they work. To get the music to play, it's pretty simple. Light all the barrels on fire. All of the barrels can be spotted from the first room, so there isn't too much of a hurry for anything. Wait, what do you mean you don't have to shoot all the barrels? This guy got in like 3 seconds, what? Yeah, okay, so you only gotta light some of the barrels, I guess. Black Ops 3 made the biggest changes to the World at War maps we have seen yet. Majority of the map outside the building has been redone to show off new technology. There is just stuff everywhere. Just look at it. With all this new stuff and the terrible Easter eggs of games past, they doubled down on this one. So there's 28 barrels on the map. Most have been seen from the first room, but you'll need to buy the stairs in order to see the last 8. Not only do we need to light, but we need to explode as well. You gotta finish the job. These are the runs I'm gonna be looking at today. We're gonna watch and talk through 6 years of strategy, optimization, and the introduction of me. Get your pen and papers ready, because this small Easter egg has a lot of footnotes to go over. Our first player to bat is Ice Dragons, finishing in just under 2 minutes. This is the benchmark. I find it funny how the thumbnail says it's world record, or how it's spelled Nacht, but otherwise, this is the first run to be posted on speedrun.com. The run goes like this. Upon spawning, we approach the first window and tag all the barrels we see. We get a grenade to tag the barrel in the back corner. We'll talk about this guy later, don't forget him. Turn around to the back window and we tag the 6 that are there. He runs over to the next window and gets a cheeky 130 points by knifing a zombie, rinse repeat. Then we go up the stairs at 1 minute and 3 seconds to find the rest of the barrels. There's the 1 barrel out the window, and then there's 4 out in the open face of the building. 2 of them are easily spotted, and there's 2 just below your sight line, just making it hard to shoot. After a little bit of a lineup, he finally gets them. Now with everything ready, it's just waiting for them all to blow. For what the run is, I give it props, but not too much because we are immediately going to the next one. 2 years later, it's the very start of COVID. Nokia, the tech company I guess, gave it a shot. Let's look at their run and see how they saved 10 seconds overall. They used both their grenades pretty early in the second window. I'm not sure if it's for the barrel in the corner or just an AoE attack. They're so much faster when it comes to lighting the barrels, but they just can't find a zombie anywhere, especially around this time when you needed all the ammo you can get. This is important to note, these runners have not gotten the super Easter egg. If you don't know what I mean, across the Black Ops 3 maps and DLCs, there is an overarching story with several objectives you gotta do on different maps. Upon doing so, we'll give you a max ammo in your starter pistol and give you an RK5 for free. This was technically possible as early as 2016. It's 2020 now, and this guy isn't using it, so he needs all the ammo for lighting the barrels. Buying the stairs at 1 minute and 2 seconds, he stops to check for that barrel, in which it's not blown up. Again, remember this little guy. He's finishing off the run pretty clean. The lineups seem good and don't miss too many shots. And now with the magazine left, it's just time to wait. It's well done, it seemed pretty clean and rapid. The route is really coming together now. A little under 4 months later, our third player enters, Skarost. Seemingly a COVID player without any runs in the past 2 years, managed a 1 minute 30. We start the run guns blazing.
I started blasting. Bam!
They decided to tag all the barrels from the first window and skip the second one entirely. More importantly, the first player to be seen getting the spare change from meal kit. God bless. Buying the stairs at 50 seconds is a pretty decent feat as compared to the times before. He cleans up the 2 barrels by the truck and finishes off the run. Craziest thing being they didn't use either grenades. Even after running out of ammo and waiting for barrels, the description says fuck the sub 30, referring to a possible 129. This run stood for a while until 8 months later, when Jewel TK made a run. Jewel didn't run much. They have a first place in Shinonuma round 30 without gums on speedrun.com. This is another thing I'm gonna come back to. So you got the barrel in the corner and this guy is first on speedrun.com. Anyway, here's their Nacht run. Jewel starts off pretty fast, following a more optimized route instead of making it harder for yourself and hitting these weird sightlines. You can just run over to the next window, moving quickly between windows and barrels. Coming back around to look for more points, and they pull out a grenade and... No. There's no way. Well, there technically is a way. I've gone and tried it out. 2 grenades from the spawn can blow up the 2 barrels at the end. We buy the stairs at 51 seconds, a bit behind from before, but let's see if they can make it up in time. Only 7 shots left, so we gotta make... And the run's done. I didn't cut that. I want to say the grenades worked out because of the cut, but we can't tell anything for that matter. Regardless, we carry on to the next runner. Dobolith improved the time 7 months later to a 1 minute and 4 seconds. That's a lot of time, 20 seconds. Let's see what they did differently. They have the super Easter egg, that's about it. There's nothing crazy or wacky that happens. I mean, besides the fact that they implemented a new grenade tech. Getting a perfect ricochet from the light post to drop the frags next to the barrel below. There's still some time waiting at the end, so it's not the cleanest. I mean, but still. First run with the super Easter egg. There were some people that apparently didn't like that. Someone even saying the RK5 was an unfair advantage and shouldn't be allowed in runs.
It's itchy.
Well, sorry to say, but it is. This is where the meta changes. You're gonna need the super Easter egg for a world record. A whole year and a half later, your recent category extension GOAT, Jarrett Segway, makes an appearance. If you don't know about Jarrett, this guy's been on a grind in the past year. He's catching world records left and right across damn near all the zombies games. Let's see how well he takes on the run. He starts off relatively quick. Instead of turning around after the second window, he makes his way towards Mule Kick. Getting caught up on a tree and having to shoot zombies from afar, he's still getting up the stairs at 41 seconds. He finished a pretty clean run with 1 minute and 4 seconds. Up next is Ryan Maz. This is a good one. In this run, you can see a pretty important mechanic. Zombies will avoid barrels that are on fire. This can cause them to scatter as opposed to line up how you'd like. Up the stairs at 42 seconds, he's making some decent time if he still gets world record. Well, he does. Instead of throwing the grenades first, he takes care of the window. All in all, a 1 minute, 3 seconds, .620. I'm going to start including decimals now because submissions start to get that close in time. Also, this is where I come in.
Alright, so we're going to be doing the music Easter egg on Nacht.
I had been running Black Ops 3 Zombies for, a month, and I started to make my way through the categories. I eventually came across the one we've been talking about and decided to give it a go.
Did he just do that?
Before I started timing my runs, I wanted to make sure I knew what I was doing. It's a good thing I did because I had the music volume turned all the way down.
Okay.
Turns out I didn't retain any information from this because I kept forgetting barrel locations. Eventually, I finished off with a 1 minute, 10 seconds. I decided to sleep on it, go to work and grind it on my off time. I started to get a run together by the second day. I'm doing all the steps to remembering the run. The moment it becomes muscle memory, the moment you start saving time. This is why I'm going to introduce the paywall of the stairs more so than before. I don't know what it is, but no matter what I do, if I don't have enough for the stairs, it's within 20 points. I'll get 990 points more often than 1,000 or more. Right here, I get 2 runs in a row with 990 and then barely get 1 grand for the next run.
No, dude, again? Are you kidding me?
I was starting to get pretty annoyed and I ended up blaming the spawns. I was running around chasing numbers, thinking it's kind of down to luck at this point. Spawns will eventually come into play for a hyper-optimized run, but from what I've seen, there's plenty of room for improvement. I just need to get faster. I knew exactly what I needed to do.
Let me crack this ginger ale, huh? Respectfully. Let's get into it, gamers. No way. It's the ginger ale, baby. It's the ginger ale that did it.
Speedrunning is soon becoming an esport, and I'd like to endorse ginger ale for the speedrunning e-athletic beverage of choice. This moment after getting meal kick is vital information. All the way up to this point, you have been hearing audio from the window. Is it just 1 zombie? Maybe 2? We need 3, maybe 4 for the best run. And I can hear them causing a ruckus. I'm not good enough to be getting all headshots at this point, unfortunately. I run short on money even though I had amazing spawns. However, Because of the speed at which I got these points, chasing 40 points like normal still gives me a good time in the end. A good grenade setup followed by a smooth cleanup means I got a 1 minute 4 seconds, and you can hear that I was very surprised by this. And so I took it. Happy with the time I got 3rd place. And that was a good spot for me. 1st place has the limelight. 2nd has another chance, and 3rd is psych. Dude, absolutely not. I woke up the next day and had a mission to complete. I got to thinking and started to realize I'm spending a lot of time gathering information. I run up to a window and I gotta look around and find a zombie. Mag dump him, see if that killed him, etc. Less stops, more running. And so I got to work.
Ah, there it is. Yes! Dude, there's no way. I just woke up. Look what fucking time it is. Look what fucking time it is. Alt F4. Fuck it. It's 9 in the morning.
And with that, I took world record. I gotta let the people know. I'm over in the Zombies Discord channel, chatting it up, talking about my runs, and making a little scene on Nacht. So every time I beat my personal best, I send it to speedrun.com for verification. How long does it take to get verified? Yeah, it usually takes anywhere between 3 to 7 days typically. Yeah, it usually takes anywhere between 3 to 7 days typically. Yeah, it usually takes around 3 to 7 days. Yeah, it usually takes anywhere between 3 to 7 days. So I'd upload it, and there would be this bit of time where I'd try some other categories. I started to do round 15 on Nacht, and eventually I got world record.
Oh my god.
Allegedly. Okay, so remember that guy that had world record on Shinonuma? Well, let's change the scenario. Now it's me on Nacht Der Untoten. I have 1st place on the website for speedrunning. This game has a category. It should be world record, right? Wrong. This is one I was notified by my homie JKT, aka Succulent, about the actual world record on ZWR. What's ZWR? Basically, it's a website specifically for competitive zombie leaderboards. And it turns out these guys are a lot better than speedrun.com. Speedrun users seem to have found the game on the website and started to run it then. While ZWR, they were definitely doing these challenges even before a leaderboard was made. ZWR was established and launched on May 19th, 2012 to build a legitimate and accurate leaderboard platform for a growing competitive community. Nice, I love that. Sounds like what speedrun.com is doing, but okay, keep going. Our goal is to promote and encourage players to find their feet and reach their goals on a favoritism-free, unbiased platform. Okay, this, however, rings in my ears a little bit when you find out the context. That the head of the website was caught cheating in the past. Favoritism-free, unbiased platform. Right, well, it seems like most of these people don't need to cheat anyways. Let's take a look at the Nacht Song Easter egg on ZWR to see if they have a faster time somehow. Huh. Well, they got all the maps on here except Nacht. They got Varrock, Shinonuma, the Giant, Kino Ascension, Like, they got all of them here except Nacht, even though there's clearly a song Easter egg. Well, hey, at least there's no arguing if I got the Nacht Song world record or not. I knew there was a better run, so I kept grinding. I was having fun with this category, and I knew I could sink a few play sessions into it.
Damn, imagine if I was up those stairs at like 35. No way. No way. No. Really, dude?
Hey, yo, Don Tavies.
Yeah,
What's today's quote of the day?
you gotta stay gaming, bruh. Don't focus on no girl, just stay gaming.
Gotta stay gaming, bro. What a fucking grenade throw. Wait. Nope. Fuck. You gotta stay gaming, bro. Don't focus on no girls, just stay gaming. Fucker.
I want to pause you right there. Ryan Maz has taken notice of my ruckus over Nacht Song percent. He wanted to embarrass me with a faster time.
So he basically just got a good run with decent spawns.
He ended up with a 57.160. I didn't know this at the time. I was grinding and grinding, thinking I was just gonna run away with this category. Well, did I? Well, here's my run. Now, I want you to understand this feeling. As a child, you may have handed your parents a huge list or a college formatted essay to Santa about what you wanted, but you knew you wouldn't get everything you wanted. So you go to bed night after night, wondering what you'll get off that list. Then finally, Christmas morning, you wake up like lightning and run to the tree only to find every single goddamn thing you ever wanted.
No way. No way. You've seen it here, folks. Oh, fuck. It doesn't matter. I'm like fucking 1,000 light years ahead, dude. Please land this. Oh, fuck. No. Ooh, fuck. Okay. Okay. You gotta stay gaming, bruh. Hey, you over there. Stay gaming.
That was it. The perfect spawns. Nothing can beat this setup. There are 5 zombies here. A triple stack to the right, A double to the left. I have more than enough points. I can't believe it. Up the stairs at 35 seconds, like I had told myself. Holy shit, I'm recording in my car. A fox just ran past. What the fuck are you doing here? I was shaking. I didn't think that this was actually possible. The ending was as clean as I could get it, but when I stopped, the timer read 57.54. I didn't know how to retime runs myself. Whenever I did, the mods would come up with something different. I knew it was a low 57, but waking up the next day, I was not prepared for the results. 56,990. There it was, my magnum opus. All the time and effort paid off. Ryan and I chatted in the Discord about it. We said stuff like sub 55 is possible. You just need perfect spawns, etc., etc. GG, bro. I don't think I'm gonna run it either for now. Good job on the time, though. You're insane.
Oh no! Oh no!
This is the most intimidating message I have ever gotten. Let me introduce J-Dubs. The guy that fucking Mr. T likes if I watches.
180 degrees using two hands. It still hasn't snapped. Look at this crack.
Dude, this is the funniest one I've ever seen in my life.
J-Dubs is a fucking savage in the speedrunning community. A quick stroll down his speedrun page shows first place after first place. This guy thinks about a category and he improves world record. Lord forgive you if he starts to grind a category. I don't know how to explain it, but that's just J-Dubs for you. A few days go by. Actual Christmas Day is coming up. I had gotten a faster time, but it was no matter. Posting it in the Discord gave me quite the shock. A fucking 51.2? Bro, there is no way. He just got here. That's bullshit. I don't believe it. If he's getting a 51.2, then he's getting perfect spawns. This is J-Dubs. He's not cheating. This is crazy. What did he do to cut 5 entire seconds off? Oh, there it is. That's the best way to explain J-Dubs. This lineup has never been done before, has never been thought of before, and he just does it casually. His movement tech is immaculate, but regardless, with his jump, this category once again could be improved. I had no words. When I saw this, I had 30 minutes before work, and let me tell you, it sat in my head rent-free all day. I couldn't just not implement this new jump tech. I had to get back to grinding.
Alright, first things first, I gotta find that. That's pretty good. Oh my fucking god. Oh my gosh. Why didn't I just run it, dude? I get the spawns and I'm fucking caught up on one zombie, thinking it's gonna be it. I think that grenade landed right. $52!
All my coworkers around this time have already heard that I had gotten world record. I've told them that someone beat me by a lot. I'm talking all this smoke like, oh yeah, I can beat them. I aim faster and get perfect spawns. Like I'm not shitting myself over a 48. J-Dubs claims the 48 on the 23rd, right? I upload my 52 on Christmas Day, the 25th. I keep running knowing there's a 48 that's been done. There's no footage, so I can't like obsess over it and watch it a bajillion times. So that means I wake up, do a few runs before work, think for 8 hours, then finally race home to do some more attempts. I can remember every little detail about the run for now. First, you got the truck lineup, the bullshit part with the tank, and it has the hitbox that sucks ass. And most importantly, the grenades. The lineup with the pole seems like the most skill-intensive moment of the run. If you were good enough, you could throw the grenades as soon as you blow up this barrel, but fucking good luck doing that. I started to play some other stuff. Gotta make sure I don't get burnt out. Forza Motorsport was just coming out at this time, and I was playing that. Did some Rocket League ranked for a little bit, and some Rocket League where Hey, wait a minute. That's right, I found another angle. If J-Dubs can spend however long he did to find this lineup is easy work. With this new grenade lineup, I got a 50.2, but it's not enough. It's more than J-Dub's original claim, which gave me a lot of confidence, in which I did not have any before.
Hey.
2 days later, J-Dubs posted his 48-second video. And I'm gonna say it wasn't anything crazy besides super clean and super fast. He's got that slide technique that causes him to engage slides more often. It's an amazing feat, but to explain it for the past X amount of minutes, it's like saying he did the run good and then did it again really well. He did everything in the first video but faster and cleaner. But here's the thing, he never got to see Christmas morning. The perfect spawns have been seen before. The perfect movement and lineups have been seen before. Now, somebody needs to put it all together. More runs. I learned how to bind fast restarts by this point. Faster aim. Here, I got perfect spawns but waste time on a different window. A 49-25. Nothing can stop me now.
Let's go, dude. Oh shit.
I impress myself every time I play. All I can do is chase these spawns. There are 18 spawns in the first room, and we only want them to spawn in these two locations. At least 3 of the 6 zombies need to spawn here in any order. I wanted to know the probability of getting this. If you ever wanted a show with your dinner, go to the nerdiest people you know and give them a seemingly easy question and watch them make it a much more complicated than it needs to be. I went to my local Sports Car Club of America Discord server and asked the More Nerdy Than Normal channel this question. This was a treat. I learned a lot more about probability and chance than I ever would have previously thought. I even learned what binomial probability means. After a few hours of back and forth, ChatGPT, numbers, exponents, we got about 6.23% chance of getting a Christmas morning. This is my reaction to finally getting it.
Have my prayers been answered? Oh my goodness, have my prayers been answered? Have I prayed to the correct God this time? Oh my goodness, all these words that I've been saying to myself, the secrets I've told, the stories I will tell to my grandchildren. Please. No!
I'm starting to lose my fucking mind here. I'll be honest, I wanted to cry. I had it in my hands and I dropped it. I failed to hit this fucking barrel. The next day was rough on the mind. For no reason in particular, I could not find motivation to go to work. I checked my sick time and decided to avoid a depressive episode, one at work nonetheless. I had to call in. To boost my mood, I decided to make myself productive. I'm going to be paid 8 hours of work without even being there. I might as well do 8 hours of work, right? I'm going to take this time to get the world record because I know I can do it. And you know what? I'm going to stream it also. Twitch.tv/Cognac23. A few notable names came in. My brother, for starters. He's always been supportive of my streams. JKT managed to catch me live, and J-Dubs himself came to see how I'm doing. Eventually, I got a 48.7, but I know it's not enough.
Fuck!
I need to beat him without question. I just keep grinding and grinding. 3.5 hours later, I take a little break and order some McDonald's through DoorDash. More runs, more barrels, and then finally, on January 6th, 2024, after 4 hours and 20 minutes of running in circles and jumping a couple of times, the stars aligned and gifted me this run. I get a headshot off a zombie from the tank. With the spare change and only 2 zombies to make 290 points off, the game throws me a bone and finally gives me 1,000 points. Not 990, not 710 or some shit. Up the stairs at 31 seconds. Now with a faster cleanup, a 47.2 was achieved.
No!
I knew it was gonna be fast, but I didn't think it was gonna be that.
My McDonald's is here! My McDonald's is here!
And there we go. After 4 hours and 20 minutes, I got the record back. I fought, clawed, and hustled my way back to the top in battle. I had no idea I had a chance at winning. That would be the perfect place to end this story, but honestly, that's not all. 3 days later, I came back. Now I know what the perfect run actually looks like. With all the time and effort put into this 50-second speedrun, there's not a lot to go over, so let's do it again in one quick recap. There are 28 barrels to light and explode. 20 of them are spotted from the first room. You need to have 1,000 points in order to buy the stairs to see the last 8. There are 12 spawns in the first room. We only want them to spawn in 2 locations. 6 spawns, 2 locations. There is a 6.23 chance that any 3 of the 6 zombies will spawn there. This barrel needs to explode as soon as possible, so zombies spawning here won't run away. Jumping this truck avoids a 5-second pause later. You can bounce grenades off the wall for an earlier prime and explosion. The grenades will light these barrels up and either blow them or leave them with low health. And what should happen when all of these things come together? Well, I'm just gonna let this one play out.
Yes, dude! Yes! Whoever that fucking was that left the run before I got the world record, you can go fuck yourself. You just had to stay for another 45 seconds. I would have fucking had that. Yes, dude! Let's go!
And that is where the record currently sits. Will it be beaten? Surely. So what if you didn't have to get perfect spawns? Let's say Treyarch introduces a new mechanic where you can like spin 5 pseudo cheats and then they would help you in any aspect. There are 2 different kinds of gobblegums, classic and mega. While classics are a great side dish to the gameplay, mega gobblegums completely change the flow of gameplay. Since they are so radically different, speedrun.com and ZWR have different categories. Unrelated, turns out ZWR doesn't have any pack-a-punch no-gum categories, because what the fuck ever. Found out ZWR is fucking stupid. So let's quickly go over the mega category. The first Mega Gobblegum run was done by Chuck V107, Christmas Day 2020. What a day, I remember being there. At this point, the world record for no gums was by Skarost with a 130.054. This run with gums was a blistering 53.9. That's well over 37 seconds faster. The gum of choice is Raindrops. This gum spawns all, I say all, but doesn't include Pack-a-Punch or Zombie Blood. This spawns all of the 9 drops in the game, meaning double points, a nuke, extra points, and most importantly, a death machine. This is going to be the weapon of choice. To avoid any wait times, the death machine instantly blows up the barrels. From the extra points dropped, you already have enough points for the stairs. Thankfully, the gum gives you 2 activations, because you need to switch away from the death machine to buy the stairs, then pop it again to finish the run. Next runner is named Graces, and they got the first ever 50-second run for a Nacht Song percent. They managed to light the first few barrels while waiting for the machine to spin gums. This alone saves a few seconds for cleanup. Getting up the stairs, they start to use grenades to tag the barrel in the corner and others around the truck. An interesting tactic, if not a little unoptimized. Next runner is named M29, allegedly being on PS5, yet uploading from his PC. Interesting. We're in the modern times at this point. January 6th, I had McDonald's delivered to my house that day after finally besting J-Dubs. This run doesn't use the grenades like before. Instead, this brings up an important note on how Raindrops works. You need to collect all the drops or let them disappear in order to pop your second. Graces seem to have gotten decently lucky timing, being able to pop it when needed. But here, M29 has to make a little chicane in order to sweep them all up. Cleans it up real nicely, gets a 44.40. We're picking up speed now. Again, January 6th, same day, a few hours later, King Binkle gives it a shot. Getting only the first barrel before moving to the second window, here comes a decent time save. Being able to spawn the drops and pick them up quickly is pretty important. Because of positioning, sweeping up the last drops is done just by running to the stairs. Stops to clean out the front and finishes our first sub 40 second with a 38.93. That is pretty rapid. For a while, I wasn't even buying stairs at that point. Now here's the thing, I had already gotten world record over J-Dubs, us two being the only ones that are jumping the truck.
I had implemented the gobblegums into my regular route, spawning the drops into a specific area and then doing a few motions to clean them up easier in the long run. Up the stairs in a never seen before 26 seconds, I finish off with a blistering 37.5. Alright, so that's where the mega category stands. Now with all the important stuff out of the way, it's time for a lightning round! Alright, first up we have classics, Nokia. Got a 233,990. We hit round 2 on this run. Cryptic Void cuts off a whole minute with a 134 flat. He's got the super Easter egg and all. Creative FX gets a 127 without the super Easter egg. Matter of fact, while we're here, the fastest run without the super Easter egg was actually by Boo, or B0000 with a 116.2. Back to classics, Jared Segway runs a 105.23. He gets stock option, really the only helpful classic gun for the run. No truck jump, so you know what that means. I show up after getting mega and no gum world record and do a few runs until I got a 50.3. It ain't perfect, but I really don't care that much. What else do we got? Tacky got a 3-minute 33. What? How? I have no idea, but that's like round 3 kind of timing. Alright, co-op. First no gum run was Bradley and Crabbo. 146, 640. They had stairs at 106, but no grenades. Previously mentioned Ice Dragons has a run. It's a 108.06. It's a good strat buying the Shiva since he doesn't have the super Easter egg. They pretty much get Christmas morning. The reactions sound like they got just what they needed.
Oh my gosh.
Oh shit.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, 109!
Gamer Freak and Coolio get a 53 with good spawns in the corner. Previously mentioned Gobolith has a run with Hearts, a 52.83. Reactions to match.
52 segundos.
Alan Starburst and Muffin Man get a 52 with a decent Christmas morning. Current world record is a 47.2. Valentin and Putski, much like my solo runs, they get a good set of spawns but are busy elsewhere.
Viipi on nyt valmis. Onneksi olkoon.
Ai niin, vittu puhe. Hello ladies and gentlemen. Today we have achieved something that many others have not. I do not know how to fucking continue this speech, but remember, there is... And vittu tiiä. What we will be...
There's only one classic co-op run by Gamer Freak and Coolio again. It's a 134. The run sucks. What do you want me to say? They also did a mega run, which is just as bad and unoptimized. Wolf Slayer does a run with Relapse. This run is just a solo run with, like, the little brother. So instead, he gets another run with someone else for a 58.25. I'm assuming they just get shopping free and run it like no gum, split between upstairs and downstairs. Adamski and Sparks Pure got a 48.5. They get raindrops with stamina, which is pretty clutch.
Lastly, I got Jathany Dubtano to do a run with me. I was going to do an Eric Andre style interview with him where the questions would get more and more out of pocket, like what was his involvement with Hong Kong 97, if he could defend himself if I dropped the diss track, and when the next house flipping tutorial is coming out.
Is Magic John just kind of like your avatar for everything?
Pretty much. I don't know. No, I can't think of a better profile picture, so.
That's fair. Would you ever get a cut like Magic John?
Potentially.
So what car do you drive? Are you driving?
Dude, you would never believe it, but I drive a Ford Focus.
Let's go, dude. That's awesome. What year?
It's a 2012 titanium white Ford Focus.
Nice, dude. And so I drove that for probably like 2 or 3 years until the frame just rotted out underneath it. And then
you got it.
I was like, I'm getting into cars. I'm trying to rice out my shit, you know, pimp my ride. And I decided if I was gonna get something faster, I might as well just get something that I already know and have parts for. And I just kept buying more and more because I needed more parts.
Fair enough.
30.6.
Alright.
I'm happy with that.
I am also.
Word. Call it a day.
Yes, sir.
That's all the runs worth talking about. If you like what you're watching, please like the video and tell me your favorite part in the comments. Subscribe if you want to see more of what I do. It's been a lot of fun diving into the speedrun and exploring how deep the rabbit hole really went. I'm planning on doing more and more video essays if they happen to do well. And with all that said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.